Why is it I enjoy watching football, but I would like to watch football? That doesn't make sense. Today on Fluentry, gerund versus infinitive. A gerund is the ing form of the verb, for example, walking, talking, dancing. The infinitive is the form with to walk, to talk, to dance. Okay, very interesting. Why is it important? It's important because verbs have preferences. That means that some verbs are friends or like gerunds, and other are friends or like infinitive. Here you can see enjoy is friends with gerunds. I enjoy watching football. I enjoy playing football. We cannot say I enjoy to play football because enjoy is not friends with the infinitive. We can also see that I would like to watch, therefore would like enjoys or likes infinitives. I would like to dance. I would like to talk, etc. We cannot say I would like dancing, I would like talking, because I would like is not friends with gerunds. Gerunds and infinitives are just memory and practice. We have 4 categories to help us. Number 1, verbs that like gerunds. For example, avoid. I avoid walking at night time. Dislike. I dislike listening to music. Feel like. I feel like eating. Number 2, verbs that like infinitives. For example, agree. I agree to see the film. Hope. I hope to win the match. Or would like. I would like to exercise. Third group is very relaxed and they don't have a preference. Words like, love, prefer can have gerund or infinitive, and the difference is very small. So you can say, I like to dance, or I like dancing, or I hate to sing, or I hate singing. The fourth and final group can be a bit difficult for students. These are the verbs that can accept a gerund or an infinitive. However, the meaning changes depending on if it is a gerund or an infinitive. For example, I forgot to close the door. I forgot closing the door. What is the difference? I forgot to close the door. Is the door opened or closed? The door is open because I forgot and therefore I didn't close it. I forgot to close the door is I leave and I forgot to close the door. I forgot closing the door. I close the door, leave. Did I close the door? I forget. This can be quite complicated, especially if it doesn't exist in your language. But there is a trick to help you remember. If we look here, we have 2 activities, okay? The forgetting, the closing. The regretting, the telling. The stopping, the smoking, etc. If it is followed by an infinitive, this is the first activity and this is the second. So for example, in number 1, I forgot before the closing. So this happened first. However, if it is followed by the gerund, the ing, this is the first activity and this is the second. So I forgot closing the door. First I closed and then I forgot. If you go to the vet and your hamster is sick, he will say, I regret to tell you that your hamster is very sick. He regrets first, then he tells you. But if you tell your friend a secret and they tell everybody, then I regret telling you, because you told them first and then after you had the regret. Make sense? I stopped to smoke. I'm walking, I stop, then I smoke. I stopped smoking, I'm smoking, then I stop. I remembered to close the door. I have to close the door, and I closed it. I remember closing the door. I close it, and then I remember. That was a good door close. It's a memory. I understand that this can be very confusing, but just remember that there are always two activities or two events. If it is a gerund, then that event came first. If it is the infinitive, that event came second. Now we have some examples to practice. We have 6 questions. Please pause the video and put in the correct answer. Number 1, I dislike watching football. Dislike likes gerunds. Number 2, I hope to study in Madrid. Hope likes infinitives. Number 3, I love dancing in the rain, or I love to dance in the rain. Love is neutral. 4, I forgot to close the door. Now I have no TV. So remember, I forgot to close the door. The door is open because I forgot before closing, and therefore somebody has entered and taken your television. Number 5, I stopped smoking and now I feel fantastic. So you were smoking and then you stopped, because the gerund is the first activity. Finally, number 6, I regret telling you my secret. So here, with regret, the gerund is the first activity. So I told you first, then I regretted it. If you have problems with this, and you will, don't worry. Nobody is perfect, and with this, nobody is going to say to you, stop. You used the gerund, but you should have used the infinitive. You know this. Don't worry. Most of the time, people will understand you. Finished. That is gerund and infinitive for B1. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe, and you can also find more things on fluentry.com. Bye.